So today's workout is going to be a full body session. We're focusing on hypertrophy, muscle building ideas. We're going to work through fundamental movement patterns. The first one being a squat, the second one being a horizontal row, horizontal push, and then finally a lateral isometric to help build some stiffness through the spine, which is going to help transfer positively into your day-to-day life and also the performance of other exercises. So number one is going to be a squat. So if you have a weight at home, that's ideal. Otherwise, if you have a bag of rice, an 8-litre water bottle that you filled up, that could also work. You're going to place it in front of the chest, whichever feels comfortable. Again, other objects may be slightly more awkward. Just in a position where it's not falling away from you and you have the chance for the chest to collapse. Feet are going slightly wider than your hips, pointing the feet out slightly. Knees are going out as the hips descend and up. We're looking for 8 to 12 repetitions where the body is beginning to fatigue, but we're not coming to a complete breakdown of exercise execution. We're wanting to bring the hamstring close to 90 degrees. Don't worry about going all the way to the bottom. If you're not able to have a weight and simply performing body weight squats is something that could just happen all day, another option is to use this lovely red box that we have right here, or a sofa or a chair. This is a little bit squishy. Ideally, something harder would be better. So feet are planted into the floor. You're going to straighten one leg, and then with nice, good control, you're going to stand up. Again, with control, slowly descend. Up, descend. Try not to collapse back and then use the momentum to throw you up. You want to have good stability through the hips, using that triple extension, so the hip, the knee, and the ankle as you come down. Again, 8 to 12 on each leg, depending how it feels. Again, if you're getting massive exercise breakdown at around 6 reps, again, don't worry, just take the pause. Between every exercise, we're looking for around 60 to 90 seconds so that the body can recover and we can perform the next set with the same strength and ability to execute properly. Exercise number 2, we're going to use the 2 dumbbells this time for a horizontal row. So feet are going to be roughly hip width distance, knees are going to be unlocked, pushing the hips backwards to come into a hinge position, looking to bring the chest roughly parallel to the floor. Again, it doesn't need to be exact, and we're not overarching the back or allowing it to round. We're in this stable, neutral or natural curvature of the spine. Arms down by the sides, palms are facing in. Pull the arms backwards, find your row position, squeeze the shoulder blades together to come down. Coming up and down. If you don't have dumbbells, but you have a resistance band at home, this can also be done very easily with the band. So just depending on the resistance of the band, you're going to step onto it, again to stimulate or create that same idea with the bands. Find that 90-degree position with the upper body, elbows going straight back and down. If your resistance band is too light, after the 10 reps, you can hold at the top for an isometric to give it a little extra pump. And release down. So exercise number 3 is going to be a horizontal push, so we're going to come into a push-up. We want to keep the shoulders set and rolled back, scapulars are retracted so that our arms are in a stable position. The final thing is that as we descend, I want the elbows to come straight backwards, not out to the sides, potentially allowing the shoulders to roll forwards, which, if done over a prolonged period of time, can potentially cause injury, which obviously I'm assuming everybody wants to avoid. So, hands will come slightly wider than the shoulders, so there's enough room for you to descend. Legs will be straight, pushing through the heels, pulling the kneecaps up so the whole body is engaged. You're not just got these loose legs at the back. It's also going to help protect the lower back and bring the whole body into a strong and stable position. From here, elbows are going back, lower all the way to the floor, pushing all the way up. Slight pause at the top, slight pause at the bottom. If this feels too much, options are to go onto the knees. Same things apply with the arms, elbows are coming straight back, chest to the floor. A hybrid option between the two is to do a full descent or a negative. So legs straight, come all the way down, so you're working that eccentric motion, and then bending the knees, pushing back up, straighten the legs to restart. Again, we're looking for anywhere from 8 to 12 repetitions and then taking the break. Okay, so the final exercise we're going to do is a side plank. So this is like a lateral isometric hold. It's going to help to build spinal stability, so the body is able to hold itself, which is going to have a very positive transfer into day-to-day activities. Because if you think of the spine, it's connecting the hips and the shoulders. It's kind of the central passageway for movement. So if you have a good, healthy spine, you're hopefully going to be a good, healthy individual, we hope. So the side plank, we're going to go through a couple of variations. So the first one is going to be with the arms straight. Shoulder is going to be slightly behind the wrist. You're not going to stack it completely on top. If you're doing it on the right side first, right foot is at the bottom, outside of the foot on the floor, left is on top. Left hand can be down by the side, and you're pushing the hips up, so you're feeling the engagement of the musculature on the right side of your torso. Options here is to stack the feet side by side, or maybe bring the knee to the floor. If it feels too much for your elbow or your wrist, you also can do any of the variations we just described, but on your forearm. Okay, so look, 30 seconds each side. If that feels too easy, obviously feel free to make it harder, 45 seconds to 1 minute. If you're finding it very easy, up to 1 minute, you can then start to add different balancing opportunities. So arm can come up, leg can come up, still driving through your pelvis. Okay. With regards to sequencing the session, you have two options. You can go through like a complete circuit where you'll do the squats, do your 10 repetitions, take the rest, then go into your horizontal row, take the rest, your push-up, rest, side planks, and rest. That will be one complete circuit, and you can do that 4 times. Or in a more traditional bodybuilding style workout, you could do 4 sets of squats with the rest in between, then move on to your rows, do 4 sets with the appropriate rests, the same for the push-ups and the same for the side planks. It's really up to you, whichever makes you feel most comfortable and the one which you ultimately enjoy more. So 10 repetitions with the squat, trying to find a nice range of motion. Hamstrings are roughly going parallel to the floor. So coming down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feet are engaged into the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release the weight down if you have it, and take your pause. 60 to 90 seconds, allowing the body to recover for the execution of the next set. So coming back in, 10 full reps. Taking the time with the setup, feet hip width distance, knees are unlocked. Hips are going back to find your hinge position, keeping the shoulders set and strong. To begin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Placing the dumbbells down. Again, 60 to 90 seconds rest. So, 10 full push-ups. Coming down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once you've finished, again taking your 60 seconds to 90 seconds break. So 3, 2, 1, and begin. Full body stiffness. Last 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. If possible, go straight in to the second side. Try to minimize breaks in between. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming down. Again, taking a pause, this time maximum of just 60 seconds.
на наводок, надо такие лучше.